Hello, hello. Hey Naomi, thanks for joining in. So tonight I'm going to be working on some Valentine's favors. I basically stole Liz's idea. No, JK. She did inspire me to just go ahead and make the listing up on Etsy, and surprisingly, I got an order. So we're going to be working on that today. I also have a couple things I need to be working on as well. Let's see how quickly I can get this done, and then hopefully we can do some other things as well. So right now I'm just going to be cutting the paper. I do have a paper cutter, like the guillotine ones, but I have one of the smaller, like plastic ones, and the line is never exact. So I am using a fabric cutter for this. This is not the one ideally I would have liked to use because this is a newer one. I have an old one with an old blade I would have preferred to be using, but we're using what we got. So here we are. This is what it looks like. This is what I'll be making. I already have them in the bags already. I already put the keychains on them. So we're just going to be cutting the personalized tag and then assembling it. I have all the necessary links down below. I have the links of the poppets or push, I don't even know what they're called. But the link for the one that I did purchase is down below. Like I'm going to be fighting with this paper all evening. I do like that my ruler is clear so I can make sure that I'm getting exactly on the line. I don't want any white left or visible. I feel like I should have printed them slightly bigger, but now I know for next time. I did give myself some allowance, but I feel like I could have given myself a little bit more allowance as well. If I'm not mistaken, I printed these 3x4 or 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 possibly. I don't recall, honestly. But I designed it 3x4 for sure, and then when I went to go print it, I made it slightly bigger. I'm so anal. I feel like the cutting part is gonna be the most like tedious and the most important. Hey Beth, thanks for joining. I'm here just cutting up favors, or the paper for the favors, excuse me. I hope everyone had a good day. How's Brandy doing, Naomi? Hey Liz. The mastermind behind it all. These are my favors, Liz, that I'm working on. I went with poppets. There was honestly this color combination definitely reminded me of you. Like the color of the poppet specifically. Let me put these aside. I feel like I'm gonna cut them again. The guys are outside rearranging the main room, like the floor for tomorrow's event, and all I hear is the eek, 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 like their shoes. I only have to make a set of 20, thankfully, so I won't be here all night. And I have a one of the paper cutters. I don't think you were on when I mentioned it, but I don't like using it because it's not precise. Like it's hard to tell like where I'm cutting. So I'm using this even though I would have rather not. This is my newer blade. I have an older blade at home, but I forgot to bring it, so we're gonna use what we got. I feel once I get them cut though, it should be a breeze. I think I also made a couple extras just in case. So we'll see. And that way I'll be able to, on my listing right now, I only have mock-ups. I don't have any actual like finished ones. So I'm hoping to keep the extra ones for just pictures and stuff. Hey Michelle, thanks for joining in. Yeah, I have a bigger one. Let me put this up. I have one of the bigger ones. I have like the little plasticky one here. I have one of the bigger ones. That one is a lot easier to see with, but it's still it's a pain sometimes. A precision laser for stuff like this, yeah, because it doesn't make any sense, honestly. Like I don't want any white visible, you know what I mean? And it's hard with those to get it to be exact. But that would be dope though, like a laser, like for where you're gonna cut, for there to be like a little light where the blade is gonna go down. That'd be dope. I need someone to work on that, please. Oh, these nails. I'm so ready to take them off, or at least shorten them. I was supposed to get a fill. I haven't gotten my fill. So I just also haven't had the time. Hopefully that'll be something I do this weekend. Once I finish this order, I have to finish working on some wholesale orders that I have. Well, not some. It's literally just one massive wholesale order. I'm working on 6 of every scrunchie and keychain for this supplier. So it's a lot of work. It's been a lot of work. I've been trying to be on top of it, but I've been leaving here almost at 12 o'clock every day this week. And it's definitely starting to like catch up to me. I definitely had to take a nap earlier before going live because I was just that tired. That tired. It was not fun. I definitely got here and knocked out. I was like, yeah, we're gonna take a little power nap. I definitely need some coffee though, for sure. I love using them, honestly, but it's really hard to be precise. If I know the exact measurements of the sheet that I'm doing, easy, no problem, because I can cut based off measurement. But if I'm going off of just sight, it's hard. Even here, I'm struggling. My favorite is when people cut, like when they start on one edge and kind of just like slide down, especially like when people are like gift wrapping. I think that's so dope. That's honestly my favorite. It's so like satisfying. Yeah, this is very repetitive, Liz. I commend you because no shade, I'm already bored. I'm already bored. I feel like the cutting part is gonna be the worst part. When I was putting them together, because of course the poppets don't come with the little keychain. Oh, you can't see what I'm pointing at. The poppets don't come with the keychain, so I had to put in the keychains. I was watching gameplay to kind of like motivate myself to work. Are you ladies working on anything tonight? Yeah. And it's like you literally can't do anything else because you have to be so like precise. Like, see, like this little corner right here. How dare you linger? Yeah. So I made literally, after I woke up from my nap, I made this one. I finally assembled it all together. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. Because I made like an X across and then like on top and bottom just to kind of get it to adhere. And it does. But I wish I would have slightly made it like a little bit wider. I printed these at work. I need to get a printer. Technically I have a Canon that prints 13 by 19. I tried to convert it to a sublimation printer. It did not work. For some reason, some of the colors just would not run through the machine. So I want to see if I can maybe technically convert it back to a regular printer since I never really used it as a sublimation printer. But I had to clean all the ink jets and it was a mess. That's why when I did finally like buy a second larger printer, I got the Eco Tank because I was like, I don't want to deal with cartridges. I refuse. I could not. But I want to see if it works with regular ink at least. But yeah, these came out really nice. They're on cardstock, but I did print them out at work. I was like, hey, can I print this real quick? Yeah. And honestly, I feel like with the machine, sometimes, the Cricut doesn't always read within the lines, or you'll be stuck kind of wasting paper because let's say you might be only be able to print 3 instead of 4. Technically, I could have possibly even printed out 6, but I was like, you know what, let me give myself more grace, and I cut it out 4 per page. But I feel like if you were to use the Cricut, you're not going to get precise cuts, or, it can lead to error when you're lifting it off of the mat too. It might, bend and stuff like that. I feel like it's easier just cutting it. Ooh, I'm jealous. My dinner for tonight is going to be pretzels that I'm staring at right now. A piñata. Yeah, I saw, I made these on Canva. I saw the like Lego pattern and it looked like the Poppet, so I thought it was super cute. So I just went with this. Blow dry hair lotion. I love it. I need that treatment, Sarah. You can come in.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up, custom Bella?
I'm on live right now. You're fine. Just please no cursing.
Do you have scissors? Can I use scissors?
Sharp or non-sharp?
Sharp would be preferable.
These are fabric scissors, so be very careful to not stab yourself, please.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have a cameo. So, okay, Michelle, please explain to me. I know the whole like Cricut cameo situation is like Android and Apple, but I've seen some people can cut. Is it true that you can cut on the cameo without a mat? And is it like Cricut matless cutting? Please educate your girl, because I'm slow and I need to know. Yeah, I'm horrible. Like I try to be better with like self-care and stuff, and that's part of kind of like what I'm going to be doing for this year. Kind of just like, I think we talked about, like, I don't know if I talked about this on one of my lives or one of my videos, but kind of just like what my word for the year is, right? Or just kind of like my aspirations. One of them is like discipline, and more so in the fact of like routine, you know, focusing on myself, like kind of like balancing and stuff like that. And definitely just being able to do a little bit of everything, but making sure I'm not burning myself out. And just once I get into a good routine, I feel like I'm not going to be exhausted. Like I'm going to be able to kind of just manage everything a little bit better. Personal, like on the personal side, I know on the business side. But yeah, I definitely like, you know, doing my nails, doing my hair. Like my hair is in these little space buns. Not to be cute. I skipped wash day, y'all. Like my hair is crazy. My nails are crazy. But, you know, work comes first. So once I get all this work done, once I get this like wholesale order finished this weekend, definitely much needed. Let's see. Thank you.
Of course. Have a good night.
You too. It'd be nice if you could line up several cutting mats. I try to, honestly, like if I know I'm doing like repetitive cuts, especially if my sister's helping me, on my Bella Meets Vinyl page, I have like car decals. I tend to have a couple in hand at the store, like the skeleton hands, and I'll have a few kind of just mats just ready to go for her. Like I'll cut the vinyl and place it on for her, and she's literally just like arrow cut, and like just going back and forth, and she'll help me. It definitely speeds things along. Okay, so I did a video kind of like a get ready with me. I haven't edited yet or anything like that, but that's what I was doing. Like I literally like woke up one Saturday morning, I was feeling super energized, and I woke up, I washed my hair, I was blow drying it and stuff like that. Kind of just like a literally a get ready with me. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Like I don't know if I want to post it or not. Like I don't even know if you guys want to see that, like if you care or not. Like I don't. I don't know. I don't know. He's one of the guys. He's one of the DJs here. Um, his name is eluding me right now because I haven't seen him in a minute. But I can inquire for you guys. What? You have one just sitting in the box. And then I know who else came out with the machine. Was it Caesar that has like the Romeo and Juliet? I don't know. I know my friend when she was in college, she actually worked for like this store that did like custom shirts and stuff. And they had like a whole bunch of stuff like that too. Like they have like 4 or 5 machines and none of their machines use mats. So it's like, what were y'all using? Can I use that? Like I need that. Because for me, what frustrates me honestly is the mat. Granted, I've kind of gotten like around it and I've been able to like clean mats and reuse them and make them adhesive and stuff like that again. But I don't know, y'all. Caesar, okay. An OF? What's an OF? Someone educate me, I'm confused. Oh, okay, pause. I know what OF is. Yeah. Y'all know I'm slow, but where did this come from? I feel like I missed something. Okay, hold on, because someone's playing music. Pause. Okay, we're back. Okay, so someone please like take me back because how did we get on OF? I'm slow, y'all. I'm slow. I'm slow. No. um, this is a shared space, so there's someone in the main hall and they were playing music. So I was like, let me not, just in case. So when you clean the adhesive off, my trick or my hack, I have, is it 505 or 565? You know the adhesive spray that the girls use for embroidery, like when they want to kind of like float something. I've used that. Um, what's her name? She's one of the YouTubers actually. It's kind of similar to my sublimation hack. 505. Okay, thank you. Like I know there's two fives and something round in the middle. um, One of the girls, her name starts with an N. But it's the sublimation hack that I shared for the vegan leather, where it's an adhesive, a temporary adhesive. So I just add that, like once I've cleaned the mat and it's no longer sticky. Oh, I was doing my hair. The other part wasn't included. Yes, her Liz. I'm slow, y'all. But yeah, so when, let's say you clean off a mat and it's no longer sticky or as sticky as it should be, I just kind of spray it down with that and it works. The adhesive can get a little bit on not everything, but it definitely, it works. So I would suggest maybe something that's maybe water soluble, so you can always like wipe it off and stuff like that. But yeah. Girl, I wish. There's a reel, like a sound in Spanish where it's like, buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. Y'all see me putting this stuff up here. Like and share. I don't have an OF body. Y'all don't want to see me on there. So this is what I have. Like and share my stuff. De que yo no tengo cuerpo de OnlyFans. Cómprame mi cosa. Would this be from experience, Michelle? Not joking. Mind you, so the guys that were organizing outside, I was like, hey, so I'm about to go on live, I'm not telling you to be quiet, I'm just asking you not to curse, I was like, keep it PG. We're not keeping it PG. I remember one time, my colleagues and I were joking about like OF, and I was like, y'all playing, I'm gonna sit here and read these disclosures, because that's literally my part of the bank, is like reading all the fine print or getting all the documents together. So one of the girls was talking about it, so I was like, let's investigate. let's read the fine print. Let me know what your let me tell you what your commission's gonna be. Oh, I wish I had chocolate milk and or coffee. Well, not commission, but like compensation, like the different like fees, percentages, stuff like that. I was trying to get me a little finder's fee. No, literally, we were at lunch talking about it. That's the funny part too, because again, I work at a bank. So this guy came in trying to like dispute charges. And that's how we got on topic. Like, talk about awkward. Because it's like, obviously you want to help the client, but it's like, I know what this is. You know what this is, but like nobody wants to kind of talk about it. And it's like, Hey, Sandra. No, yeah, for sure. And hippie girls too. Don't listen. Listen, to each his own, okay? I don't yuck nobody's yum. No shade. I low-key feel like Patreon is like the business version of OF. Like, y'all want to pay me to see me cut this paper? Talking about some. How's your not going, Sandra? I feel like I have enough. I don't know, and I don't want to stop and then have to redo it later. Supposedly. No, JK. I can only imagine just like explaining that to my dad, like, hey, dad, so I have this thing. It's all business related, I promise. Honestly, like, so some people do, but it's like discreet. Like, if you know, you know. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, but like, if you know, you know. Oh, I cut that horribly. Sandra, Liz is busy with the girls right now, but she's listening in. She might not be able to respond to you at the moment. How would they know? Oh, I think I am almost done. Okay. I think this is the last sheet. Then we get to folding. Not what to feed them. You got some dino nuggies? I, as a very grown adult, love me some dino nuggies. I'm clutching my pearls. I also love me some PB&J. Like, I remember in school, I loathed cold cuts or just like school lunch period. So I remember I would always try to get first in line at the lunch line because there was like 3 PB&Js, and it was like not regular PB&Js, but like the triple decker one where it's like bread, peanut butter, jelly, bread, jelly, peanut butter, bread. For years, that's all I ate in elementary and high school was the PB&Js. And even now, like out of pure nostalgia, I'll make the triple decker PB&J because why not? Hey, Diamond. And then recently, when I feel bougie or if I'm having coffee, I'll toast my bread and just do like the chew sliced ones. Diamond Boutique is your name, Pauline. Hey, Pauline, thanks for joining in. I thought we were friends, Michelle. I don't know if we can be friends after this. Why? PB&Js are bomb. Listen, that's protein and a fruit. Listen. Do they have you tried the Uncrustables? Those are bomb too. I as an adult eat Uncrustables. My boss is obsessed with them too. So I remember last year for his birthday, I got him a box of Uncrustables, like the ones from BJ's. When I tell you, this man was so happy for his box because it keeps him in the freezer, and whenever he's about to go to lunch, like he'll just take one out to thaw it out. He's like, "Where'd you get the box this big?" I guess he was getting like the smaller ones that you get at the supermarket. He was so pressed. The fancy piece. Yeah, girl. I'm weak. Oh, see, you fancy. So for me, when I lived with my family back in Jersey, that's when like I finally found out about Nutella because for a while I'd never had Nutella, and I would have Nutella sometimes, or I'd do like peanut butter Nutella, or just whatever, right? Sometimes like with my pancakes, whatever's not well, or even strawberry Nutellas. Oh my god, strawberry Nutellas used to be like my favorite snack. So my little sister would always want to eat off me. So I gave her some. To this day, every morning, well, not every, I think recently, now that she's like started cooking, my sister would wake up every day to bread and Nutella. Like, first it started off with 1 slice, then it was 2 slices, then she negotiated up to 3 slices. Like, Grandma, I'm a big girl now. I need 3 slices of bread and Nutella. And I'm just like, yeah, girl, you are a big girl. You don't need that 3rd slice. I'm gonna need you to eat more strawberries, please, thanks. So, me and bananas are like a hit or miss. For a while when I was younger, I loved bananas. I don't care for them too much now because the taste is so overpowering, especially like in not milkshakes, but like fruit smoothies and stuff like that. If you put banana in them, they take over everything else, which is both good and bad. Like if you're having like an all green smoothie, you can add in banana and you're gonna taste mostly the banana. But I want to taste my mango. Like I don't want to taste just banana. I love me a man that can cook. I'm all for it. Yeah, it's hard, honestly. Like, I feel the only way we can kind of do stuff like that is kind of like, I feel like kids learn more so like they do more what they see than what they're told. So it's like I try to tell my mom, like with my sister, you know, one, she's constantly buying her fast food. If she doesn't buy it, she can't eat it. That's one. So like for me, when I was growing up, back in my day, we're done. I barely ever ate fast food because it was never bought for me. Granted, I mean, I was just used to eating what was at the house. You know, like if I didn't want to eat what was at the house, I wouldn't eat. Or, you know, like I've sat on the like at the table with the chancla and all that good old wholesome Hispanic trauma. But you know, my sister doesn't know any of that. But it's like at my house with me, it's like I would love to cook for you multiple things. I don't got the energy or the time, sis. So I tell my sister, this is what I'm making. If you don't like it, you can have some cereal. Sorry, not sorry. Like literally this is what we're gonna do. If you don't like what I made for dinner, like we're gonna discuss what's gonna be made for dinner. You know, like if she stays with me now, I'll be like, oh, Casey, you know, oh, I think I have something in my nose. Excuse me. I told her, I was like, oh, Casey, you know, what, like, how would you feel about making this or that? And she's like, okay, yeah, whatever, it's not. So I do try to like cook around her likes, right? Like I'm not gonna make something I know she definitely doesn't like. But if it's like something that like let's say like leftovers or something and she doesn't want leftovers, I'm like that's fine, but I'm not going to make more dinner when I still have this dinner from yesterday. So we can either reheat this or you can politely have some cereal. But now that she is learning to cook, like she'll make herself stuff, like she'll make grilled cheese, or even like she's like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm like, okay, girl, why are you telling me? Like, are you gonna make yourself something? Are you gonna make us something? You want to make some pancakes? Sis? Like I'm confused. You don't like Nutella? I love Nutella. It's the hazelnut for me. Whenever I have chocolate, I prefer chocolate with like nuts in them. So like I preferably hazelnut specifically. So Nutella just was like icing on the cake for me. Yeah, my favorite go-to is pancake. Like, so I'll put cinnamon in the pancake mix, and then spread Nutella like in between the like pancakes, and then like drizzle a little bit of syrup over them. Oh my god, it's so good. It's like a little mini chocolate churro. Oh yeah, Ritz. First of all, I love Ritz. Ritz are like one of the few crackers that I will eat. It's the round Ritz or the square Keebler Elf or Club cracker, something like that. Those are the only 2 crackers that I really like. Um, that I'll eat like with cheese and a charcuterie board or like PB and like anything with guava, queso, salami, whatever. Like I'll eat some crackers. Ooh, that's so unfortunate, friend. It's a little unfortunate. That's so bad. So my ex was actually allergic to nuts in general, and it's like I loved it because they wouldn't eat any of my snacks. Oh, so sorry, baby, you can't have this. Continues to eat. You and me both, friend. you and me both. Yeah, I barely ate fast food. I barely ate fast food and never drank soda until after I became an adult. Or not adult, but like high school area or time. She still doesn't drink soda. She doesn't care for soda. But fast food, y'all heard her in one of her videos. I have to bribe. She blackmails me with Zaxby's. Exactly. But now that I have been like paying her recently, she be having her money, so I can't even use that. Listen, yep. For us, our poor meal was like white rice with a fried egg. Yeah, exactly. And then for me, I rarely cook now because I genuinely just do not have the time or the energy. But when I do cook, I meal prep. So when I go buy chicken, the first thing I do instead of just throwing it in the freezer, it's already thawed out. So I cut it up, clean it, season it, and then I put it in the freezer. So that way, when I thaw it out, it's marinated. It's good to go. Like literally throw it in the pan, and then I can decide, okay, what am I gonna make with this? And then I season a couple differently. I cut a couple different ways as well so that I can have variety. I love breakfast or dinner. I can eat breakfast food at any time, especially those pancakes that I mentioned. Anytime. Cereal. Cereal is my go-to snack. Like whenever I'm hungry, like if I leave here really late and I'm tired, but like I know I need to eat something, I'll either have like a cup of soup or cereal. That's bomb too. Oh, I need to stop soda. I've recently started it up again and it's bad. At least diet, I think, or like even like soda water would be better. But between coffee and a Coke, I can't. It's not a thing. You don't eat cereal either. Well, what kind of cereal? Like, I mean, there's a lot of different cereal like types. For me, like it varies on my mood, honestly. But like sometimes I'll either want really sweet. Like I go through phases when it comes to cereal. Like I'll either do like frosted flakes or I'll do like cinnamon toast crunch. I'll do mini wheats for a while. Cherry, again, it's all over the place. But like I'll only eat one type for a while and then like not have it again for like a year or two. Oh, Apple Jacks used to be my thing. Um, what's the one that looked not? I don't remember what it was called. It looked like corn something. I feel like it was something with a P. I don't remember. I feel like they don't really make those anymore. They're not popular. I think the like character was like a frog or something. What were those? You guys remember what, or do you know what I'm talking about? Cereal was so bad. Like, yes, okay, there we go. I was like, it's not. I'm thinking. I was like, I know it has something to do with pop, but I'm like, it's not Poppets. Or I was like, because I'm thinking about this too. So I'm just like, what is it? Yeah, those are really good. My dad loved those. Oh, Rice Crisps. Yeah. It's the carbs. Like the carbs are so bad. Like I need to, and that's again part of my whole discipline, right? Like I want to eat better, have a like better balanced diet, like cut carbs where I can, and carbs are the cheapest things. Like, I don't have a healthy diet budget. We're not there yet. Like New York, you hungry? Dollar pizza, bagel and coffee. Anywhere, everywhere you find it, real good, real cheap. God forbid you want a salad for lunch, $15, bruh. I mean, I don't get any of that here, but still. Ooh, I love English muffins. And I love me, when I had my apartment, my kind of like motivation to get up would be to go make myself an egg. And I got the timer and temperature like perfect for me to get like a poached egg. Oh, it was so good. So good. I get ready, I had my eggs. I need to get back on that, honestly. Well, I don't know about the eggs because apparently eggs are expensive now. I haven't walked into a grocery store in a hot minute, but everyone keeps talking about how expensive the eggs are now. I love carbs. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Oh my god. And then what's worse is that I wouldn't even get it on a roll. I'd get it on a croissant. So like extra calories, extra cholesterol, extra butter. It's bad, y'all. Carbs are amazing. I mean, they're so good. I like vegetables too. I like kind of like putting them in the oven and like tossing them, kind of like chips. Those are really good, like the vegetable crisps. I also I cut carbs back for a while, like when I was like adamantly like meal prepping and stuff. Zucchini noodles, my favorite. They're just super watery. Like you have to like let them dry out. And again, it just making the time, like but making the time for myself, because I deserve that, right? Like again, that's where the whole discipline comes in and control. But I want to, get back onto that, like meal prepping, cutting up the zucchini, cutting up my cucumbers, having all my like snacks ready to go, where it's just like Sunday after, when I leave here, or whatever day, like I have to set a day to do all that stuff, like go to the grocery store and just prep everything so that I'm just grabbing it out of the fridge, and it's going to be convenient because I've made it convenient for myself. Because right now I'm just making excuses, if I'm being honest. The one hard thing about meal prepping, specifically like when you live alone, is that because you are making things in like larger quantities, you're limited to the variety, and it does get really repetitive. At least for me, like I would cook for the week, but it's like it's literally only me at the house, so I'm not making I would make 2 or 3 different meals that I can kind of like switch up, or like I do 2 meats. Like I would do ground turkey and then maybe like chicken or a fish or something. But then the fish, obviously, you have to eat sooner or quicker. But then also, like, I would do maybe rice, or like a yellow rice mixed with like vegetables and corn. And then I would do kind of like a zucchini noodles or just mixed vegetables. But then I'd kind of like, okay, I'll eat the ground meat with the noodles one day, and then like rice with the salmon, and then like do salmon and rice, like, you know, like switching it up back and forth to kind of like give myself variety. But you're eating the same thing. you're eating the same thing. Yeah, same. For me, I try to eat oatmeal because it's really good fiber, and Lord knows I need it. But again, it's repetitive for me. Like, I can't have that every day. My ex could have oatmeal every morning if he wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna say eggs are expensive right now. I don't know what it is. Like, everything has gotten up so much. So much. Like, people don't realize that we're still struggling post COVID. Like, we're still dealing with the after effects of COVID. Like, we have not surpassed that in the slightest. Okay, we're done with the paper. Thank God. I'm gonna kind of not squeeze, but flatten this with this. I remember us talking about this on Liz's live. And I was like, well. Oh, that's smart. I never thought of that. But it makes sense too. Like, especially if you think about it, like for lo mein and stuff, like there's cabbage and stuff in it. So that makes sense. And it also cuts back on the carbs. And what, like, a lot of people too, like, I tried to be gluten free for a while as well, because I think I may have like Hashimoto's. But gluten free stuff has just the same, if not more, carbs. I got time for all that. So it's harder to cut it out. But that makes sense, Naomi. I need to try that. Oh, Lord. The poor chickens. And poor us. Literally, poor us. I'm so excited. Okay, I feel like things are gonna go like so much quicker now. Okay. The grind is done for now. Let us, okay, so I have them, like I told you guys. I did kind of prep them and start them on here. Now I just have to take off the little thing. I don't even know what that's called. Fold it down, and then I will be adding the paper to it. I think I'm going to do this step first and just kind of do like a line to just keep it as repetitive as possible to make it easier for me. So let's roll up these sleeves. And then let me also bring this closer. I did, Sarah. So I was contemplating actually making the post because I was scared. I was like, well, this isn't really quote unquote on brand for me. But I was like, your girl needs money. And then like Liz just made it so easy, or she made it look so easy. And like she said, it's tedious, it's time consuming, and but I was like, let me give it a try, right? Like, what's the worst that can happen? I didn't want to buy them beforehand and then not get any orders, so I literally just waited. I put on my listing, I think, 2-week turnaround time after like purchase, so basically like made to order, and oh no, paying translator list. um, where was I? I'm sorry. Have a good night, Liz. Thank you for coming on in. Um, my brain just okay. So I made the listing with 2-week turnaround time, and I was like, okay, let me not bite off more than I can chew, and let me not get ahead of myself. When I get an order, then I can go ahead and then place the order for the poppets. Now the listing that I have below that I posted, I think it was like 100 and something of them. So this one order is going like paid for itself basically. And now any other orders that I get are gonna be just straight profit for me. I have a priority box that I got for free from the post office. I'm using these little plastic baggies I've had for a while. I use them for like just the stuff that I have here and just other things in general. So for me, it didn't really hurt or anything like that. Like this is a cost that I already had. It's something I've already, it was an extra cost for me. I was like, where am I going? What am I doing? I got distracted. But yeah. And then I also have bags that I use for like t-shirts and stuff. So I'm going to put, once everything is done, they're all ready and they look like this. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the bag and then put the bag in the box. So, yeah. Let's see. Let me put these in rows of 4 so I can low-key count as I go along. Honestly, I would do it. Sarah, just make the mock up, and then once you have it, like, you can try to go from there. You can come in. I'm just still on live. Do you know the code? Um, yeah. Oof. But yeah, I mean, I would say do the mock up because for me, I was like, you know what, I don't want to invest and then like me be stuck with it, right? Or me not waste money, but just have it and then not be able to do anything with it. So I would definitely say try making the mock up, Sarah. And then if someone places an order, amen, you know, like you have it, and price it so that literally one order in essence would kind of pay for itself, right? So my listing, if I'm not mistaken, I think I did 10 for 25. So I figured, you know, my shop is 35 or more in free shipping. So this one person placed 2 orders technically, and it was $50. So again, the poppets were only like 20 something, and there were 100 of them, right? Then the bags and stuff I already had. The box I was able to get for free, so it doesn't hurt. Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Like that's what I was saying. So I when I put the poppets, I had to put even the keychain. I don't know if you guys can kind of see. It has a little key ring on it, and there's a hole here. I had to put this on there. It didn't. It was separate. So when I wanted to play. I've been wanting to play Dreamlight Valley, but of course I have to adult, right? Like I literally can't sit here and play a game when I have work that needs to get done. So I told myself, I was like, okay, I used to do this in college too. Like whenever I had to get like a lab report done or just work done, I would kind of like trick myself into getting work done by semi doing what I really wanted to do. So if I wanted to read my book, I would listen to an audiobook while I worked. Preferably one that I had already read so I'm not like zoning out and like listening into the book, but actually still getting work done. Now with um the so like when I was doing this, like I was saying, I wanted to play, but I couldn't. So I was watching. I think her name is Let's Play K. Um, she's someone I've been watching recently. She goes live 3 days a week, and I enjoyed myself. Like I listen in on the chat, kind of like I do with you guys. I talk where I can, but I get work done. So for me, it motivates me. Like I'm still enjoying the game while I'm not playing myself and I'm not within my own valley. I'm still enjoying the game and I'm getting work done. So it's kind of like a happy medium for me. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16. Okay. But yeah. And it's time consuming, but I mean, we've been doing this for like what, an hour? It took me maybe like 30 minutes, if even that, to put the little thing on them. So, and I feel like we got through the blunt of it. But it's, I mean, the cutting of the paper was a little like tedious, but it wasn't something like, it's mundane, it's boring, but it's not anything like, you know, I was okay with it. And now literally if I get any more orders, so now again I still have like over 80 poppets left. I can shorten my turnaround time now that I have it, so like a week instead of the 2 weeks. And hopefully that'll allow me to get more orders too. Okay, so I have all those done. And now we have to put the stuff on it. So I have an ATG. Okay. I was like, where is it? So I have an ATG gun. And I'm gonna use that. I have a pile here of just trash. We'll clean that up when I get up. Hey Beth. No worries. I'm so glad, Naomi. I was really concerned about her. Oh. She reminds me of Daisy. Whenever anyone asks me how Daisy is, she's normally like, if I'm in the house, she's on top of me. So with this gun, basically you just kind of hold down and just like roll. So this is what I did for the first one. I hope you guys could see that. But you should be able to see like where it's kind of shiny. That's where I just placed the tape. I made an X. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I love me an ATG gun. So the main reason why I have it is actually for my baby headbands or my child headbands. I have the wraps that go around the headband that tell you what size it is. Before I used to use staples, but I was like, I don't want any, like I don't want any issues with the staples. I don't want like anyone to get hurt or someone rip it off, or even when they're trying it on, sometimes the kids try it on like at market. So I was like, you know what, let me do something different. And I used to watch like not religiously, but I used to watch who is it? It's one of the like cricket people. Makers something or crafters. Similar to Oak and Lamb. And that's how I was introduced to the ATG gun, and I was like, okay, I need that for my stuff. I think it's Maker Society. What? No, that's a market. So many names in my head, y'all. If some of you have crickets, I think you know who I'm talking about. They sell like the membership and the classes and stuff. Oh, not my gun, just. So this extra came off, so we just, placed it down there. Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining in. I don't know if you guys can kind of tell, but this is where the glue or the adhesive was originally, or where I like put down the folds. So what I'm doing now is kind of placing this over, trying to center it as best as possible. It's fairly clear, so it doesn't particularly matter. And then just folding down the other side. So that's all I'm doing right now. I saw one of your videos. Okay, so when I got Sarah as my Secret Santa, I had to do some like sleuthing / online stalking. And I found her channel. And I saw your videos. I was like, what am I going to get her? I don't know what she wants. Like the creep that I am. like, where am I putting things? I'm also trying to make sure you guys can actually see what I'm doing because I feel like the gun is taking up most of the the screen. And they're not like perfect, but they're not horrible either. Like there is a little overhang sometimes. So that's what I was saying at the very beginning. I feel like I could have given myself a little bit more wiggle room, which I will do for my next orders going forward. But because it's clear, you can hardly tell, and I like it. It still looks really cute. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough tape. I think I'm good. But I do have more at the house for whatever reason if I do run out. So this is what ATG stands for. Advanced Tape Glider. And then this is just like sticky tape. It's clear double-sided tape, basically. And it's almost like a filament. It's not glue, but it's not like standard like Scotch tape, like double-sided Scotch tape. It's softer. Like I like to think of it as like it's soft. It's like jelly almost. It's crafter's tape. Well, most crafters use it. Hey, Mary. Yeah, and it lasts a while because, like I said, I put this on my tags for my kid headbands, and I found like I've had some from last market season. I had a couple and it lasted. Like they don't pop up, it doesn't come up or anything like that. Like it's fairly strong. It's odorless. Like it doesn't smell like anything. It's clear. Like I said, like if you want, like you can I'm holding down on the trigger and rolling up. So sometimes like let's say if you want to kind of do like you know how people use like foam boards and stuff, I'm just literally picking at the tape and then you can kind of like play with it and like roll it up or whatever's not and like get depth to it. Oh, happy belated, Mary. I didn't know it was your birthday. The girls were excited. Well, hopefully that means that the stuff is good. But there's something in here. I'm not going to use that one. So y'all know that I don't do stickers or make stickers. So I was contemplating what to add, like something extra for like the person who purchased for me, because I do still like to do like gifts with purchase. Um, Normally, like when people do like my crochet stuff, I'll give them kind of like something similar to what they bought, but like a lower value, right? So like if they got a couple headbands, sometimes I'll do like coffee cozies or like a keychain or something, kind of to introduce them to another item they could potentially purchase, like in a different color or similar color. One, so that they're exposed to it, but just also like a thank you. But with this, it's like I don't know what to put. Like, do I put a scrunchie? Obviously, I know by the name that the child or the person is a woman or female, but do they want a scrunchie? I also have the elastics so that I gave out for Christmas. I have a couple left over. I have to technically, I'm not giving those out anymore, but I could probably put that with this. What do you guys think? What would you suggest I use? Hey, Nancy. Hopefully, I'll be done soon. Hopefully, we're halfway there. Let me put this one here too as like a display for what we're doing. Nancy, I saw the thing you put on Discord in regards to Joanne, but I recently took social media off of my phone. So like Discord and all that stuff, I can only see it on my tablet because technically I should only really be on social media if it's not for work. And again, just with discipline and all that stuff for this year. So I'm trying to kind of like behave, right? And not spend like an hour in bed when I wake up first thing in the morning scrolling. So to do so, I took everything off my phone, right? Like if I don't know how to behave, I need to do things to get myself in line. But I saw that you posted something on Discord before coming on live about Joanne's and like being tax exempt and stuff. I need to look at that because I feel like that's going to be super helpful for a lot of us. And yeah, I don't want to pay taxes. I don't. Okay, but how long did it take for your order to come in? Because I feel like you said the last time I was online that you ordered it or you were going to order something. And I feel like it came fairly quickly. Yeah. I mean, for me, sometimes like I would hide it or like kind of put it somewhere else. But at the end of the day, I'd still end up scrolling, you know? So I figured, I was like, you know what? Let me stop. I'm wasting time in the morning that I could be, one, making breakfast, stretching, doing yoga, doing my physical therapy, doing exercise, like taking a walk, whatever, or just even like meditating, like doing anything else positive. You know, I work consistently. I'm constantly like grinding. Just to meditate, like, would be amazing. Or if I don't want to meditate, then get up, Jazz. Like, get up. It's so bad for me. Like I had to kind of like talk myself this morning, like, well, if you get up now, when you get to work, you can get on your iPad. If you get to work early, you can get on your iPad, or you can do this, or you can do that. Like I have to like not trick myself, but I have to literally, like give myself rewards to do things sometimes because I just don't want to do it. I'm a child, y'all. Your new spice jars. Oh, that's so cute. 8 or 9 days. That's amazing. I have a TikTok, but I'm never on it. I'm never on TikTok. I literally get on there to post. That's all. I post and I leave. I can't. And even now, like literally the only thing that's left on my phone is YouTube because sometimes I'll listen to audiobooks on there, or obviously like I'm watching you guys, or just at work like I'll put gameplay on, like anything, just like noise, music, whatever's not. And, you know, just, I told myself I was going to keep that on there. Why was I looking at shorts this morning? I was like, really, Jazz? Really? Get up. Get up and do what you got to do. Yeah. And what kills me is that, like, with work, sometimes, like, if it slows down, like, with me at my job, when I'm busy, I'm busy. But when it's slow, it is mind-numbingly slow. And I just, with my ADHD, I get distracted so easily. So I'm just like, no, I can't keep doing this. I shouldn't be on my phone. Like, I need to have better self-control. And again, all that comes into discipline, you know, like getting myself to where I need to be, doing what I know I need to be doing. So that's what I'm going to be working on this year. My gun does not like me. But yeah, no. So it's, you know, I'm trying to be better, trying to stay organized, trying to do tasks. Like I said, I have this wholesale order that I'm working on. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to show you guys a lot of the stuff that I have done. If you care to see it, I know this could be another video, but I'm trying to record little snippets here and there, but I have a fair amount of things done. Yeah, but then that's the thing for me. It's like, it's short-lived, Nancy. It's short-lived for me, and then I feel like crap because I'm late to work when I shouldn't have been. You know, like that's not okay. You know, and thankfully, like I've spoken to my boss, like he understands and stuff like that. But it's like I'm not being responsible, and that's not okay. And this vicious little cycle, it just makes it so much worse. And that's the thing too, like my friend, like she helps me a lot. Like she keeps me accountable. Like she'll call me in the mornings. Like we used to work together. We used to be colleagues. She'll call me in the morning when she's driving to work. You know, she's like, hey girl, you up? Blah, blah. I'm like, when I get her call, it's like, okay, yeah, I definitely, like, I can't, you know? So it's like, I try to be better at stuff like that. But I'm trying. We're learning little by little. I'm gonna take actions here where I need to little by little be better at it. Y'all, these are so cute. Like I can't with them. Like how cute they look. I have a couple that are like half done. Or I'm gonna have a couple left over. And I'm gonna just make them. I may make them with her name on it. It is, I mean, it's a common name. Or it's not an uncommon name. So I feel like it'll be okay for the pictures and stuff, or like to add. But oh, thank you. I was supposed to spend the day cleaning, but I ran errands and I'm very exhausted. At least you got errands done, right? Like, don't short yourself either. You know, maybe you can kind of like trick yourself into doing work, right? Like, but that's basically what I do. Like, you know, if there's something that you would rather much be doing, like if let's say if you want to play Sims, right? Put Sims gameplay up and just like listen to it while you work, and it's like you're kind of doing what you would have been doing or what would you rather have been doing, but then you get other stuff done too, you know, assuming you have other things to do, right? Or like to clean. For me, I try to also, like, when it comes to cleaning, I'll try to like treat myself. So, you know, if I get the living room clean, you know, I can have an ice cream, or, you know, clean for an hour, scroll for 10 minutes, stuff like that, you know. Maybe have the girls help you, right? Like make a game out of it, like, oh, pick up all the like pink things, or, you know, something. Tire them out, sis. Oh, I'm sorry, Beth. I know migraines can be really bad. Have you been drinking enough water? I know for me, when my migraines are really, really bad, it's because I'm super dehydrated. I brought water with me. Have I even cracked it open? No. We're gonna hydrate right now. Thank you, Naomi. I hope the person likes them. Honestly, it was fun. The only like tedious part of it was cutting the paper, but like these are super fun to make. I mean, I feel like you guys are making it fun, quite frankly. Good night, Sandra. Thank you for coming in. What's AP? Oh yeah, Beth. A lot of the times, it's you're dehydrated. Like when you have really bad headaches, sometimes the main reason is dehydration. I'm really bad at drinking water. Or like this is the first time I think you guys see me with my glasses on, if I'm not mistaken. Just me not wearing my glasses, my water intake, it would throw me off, and I would be bad for like 2-3 days. Oof, I'm sorry. I know all about them nerve pains, girl. It is not fun. I was also thinking as like my gift with purchase. I was thinking of maybe even putting in a scrunchie. But like I said, like I don't know how old the child is, but at the very least the mother can use it, like the person who purchased it from me. That or a keychain. I think I might do a scrunchie. At the very least, I'll do like an elastic or two for sure. I don't know yet. We'll see. Yeah, I feel like you have to kind of like want to do them. Like, or it's because it takes it takes time. And if you don't have it, like the energy for it, you're not going to want to do it. Because I can see not like if I'm not in the mood to do this, I would not want to do this. But honestly, I was so excited that I got the order. I was dying to do that. Like I was like, oh, I have to do it. I have to record a live. I have to like do something. Like that's the only reason why I'm so excited to do it. Now, if I had to do like 60 more of these, I don't know, y'all. But this little 20 order here, I'm okay with that. There's a little serotonin high going on right now. Yeah. I generally sleep through the night, Naomi, But I remember one of my like hacks to go to the gym early in the morning was to like down a bottle of water so that when I woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning to go use the restroom, I was supposed to get up to go work out. That was supposed to be my thing. Oh no, yeah, I'm sure, Nancy. Yeah, no, I sold mine on Etsy. I feel like I could possibly get more orders if I did them through Facebook, but I personally am not really on Facebook like that. So I feel like I'd miss the message, or like I don't have the groups like that either. Like I want to look into stuff like that, or just have like another place to sell. But I feel like I'm doing too much as it is now, right? Like with the stores, the wholesale orders, I feel like I need to just kind of take it easy and get control of what I have going on now, and then hopefully I'll do that, you know. But at least this one order paid for the stuff that I needed, and then if I get any more, now I know, you know, like it'll just be profit. And then I also have the experience behind it too, you know. I'm contemplating too if I want to put a couple like blank ones to just have it like from, and then leave the space where the name is, and just be able to kind of like do stuff like have it here to like people to sell them. Yeah. So I'm thinking to see, you know, I might do like, I might have 10 here and just see if any of them sell. Kind of like the generic ones. Put them for like $1 or $2. They may be $2 because this is a little time consuming. You know, our time is valuable. Oof. I'm sorry, Naomi. Tooth pain is never fun. Never, never, ever fun. Alright, so I'm gonna count again because I know I need 20. And then I might put in an extra one. So not might, I will be putting in an extra one. So let me just make sure I have enough. I hope you feel better though, Naomi. Okay, so there's this one as well. So we have 1, 2. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have the 20. What I'm gonna do now is let me get the box ready. So here's the box. My phone is at 10%, y'all. So if the table one dies, I'm sorry. We're almost done here. I'm probably not gonna close up the box just yet because I do want to add in like a favor or something, and I'm not quite sure what that is yet. So I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna pack it in general. Let me lift you up. So these are all 20. Let me put them in here. So my thought process was to put them in this baggie. It's a fairly large bag. And then, you know, put the bag in here. They fit standing up fairly well in here as well. But I do want to kind of just keep it all, you know, secure and dry. So, and this is a fairly large bag too. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So like I said, I'm not going to close this up just yet, but I will kind of place it in here. Such. So this is what it looks like right now. I may put it a little bit cuter in here. I also have smaller bags. I think this is like a 16 by something. I may use an 8 by, or I have I think 9 by 13 or 9 by 12. I may use that because it's a little big. And I don't want it to be like floating around in here. I don't want it to get messed up. Let's see, I might do 3 rows. 3 rows might be easier. Let's get this out of the way again. So I don't want it to get all crumpled up either, you know. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 and 10. Let's see. I'm so indecisive, y'all. Like, what are we doing? Okay. I don't know yet, y'all. We shall see. She fits in the box. That's all that matters. I'm not going to close it up tonight. Like I said, I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with the free one. I think what I would like to do is kind of make a couple generic ones. Or not generic ones, but make a couple that say Bella. And that'll be the one for the child. And then I'll be able to put in a couple goodies in them for that. But I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more just so that I can have for pictures and be able to update the listing. I'm going to probably, now that I do have the poppets, I'm going to make the turnaround time shorter. Hopefully that'll allow me to get more orders. Thank you guys for coming on in and, you know, watching the stream. Let me know if you have any questions, if you want to see anything, any of the Valentine's Day stuff before I get off. Now is the time to ask me all the questions. Oh, excuse me. Good night, Mary. All right. No one has any questions. Have a good night, guys. Thanks again for joining me.